It's not easy to stick around for 150 years, but one Cincinnati church has done that and stands on a rich history. 9 on Your Side's Lisa Smith takes a look back at Mount Zion Baptist Church in Woodlawn and the connection it has to Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement.
My God is awesome.
These pictures tell the 150-year-old story of Mount Zion Baptist Church in Woodlawn.
They wanted to have their own sanctuary, their own church, so they began meeting at various members' homes.
Church clerk Margaret Scott knows much of the history. Mount Zion was formed in 1869, just a few years after the emancipation. Founder Reverend Wallace Shelton started a number of black churches in Cincinnati.
I'm sure at that time, for black people, they may not have been as welcomed in some congregations as we might welcome them today. So it was kind of a necessity, but a need and a want.
The first building the congregation built was a small one-room church in Lockland, but as membership grew, that church was replaced by a larger building in 1923.
So it was just the faith of those people and their desire to have their own place of worship that building was built.
During the 60s, Mount Zion became one of the key local churches involved in the civil rights movement when Reverend Otis Moss was pastor. They attracted national civil rights leaders, and in our very own WCPO archives, we found video of a 1967 visit by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
We've got to develop massive action programs. And we need everybody to unite around these action programs.
Reverend T. Scott Swan has been Mount Zion's pastor for 11 years.
What wakes me up in the morning, excited, is the possibility or the potential that we can borrow from that rich history and make it work in a real way in the lives of the people that we serve now.
Keeping anything going for more than 150 years can be quite a challenge, but the pastor says that's their mission.
Because of mercy, you're not judged.
Reverend Swan says the church is working to maintain its relevance in 2019. That means staying active and engaged in the community to maintain their legacy.
We have that blood running through our veins. It's still pulsing. We want to capture that to see where God's going to move us forward.
Lisa Smith, 9 on Your Side.
Well, several living former pastors of Mount Zion came to town for the church celebration in October, including Reverend Otis Moss. Read more about this story on WCPO.com.